Hello, vinyl community. Before I get started, we are listening to Lynyrd Skynyrd's 1976 album, Gimme Back My Bullets. It's not a teaser for anything I purchased, unfortunately. I would love to get that on vinyl. It's just music to go with my shirt. I just have a few things to show you. So this could be part unboxing, part vinyl finds. I'll classify it under vinyl finds. Yeah. So let's just get started. This for me is a grail. I don't know if others would consider it a grail, but it's not necessarily one of my favorite artists, but they wrote one of my all-time favorite songs ever. All-time ever. And I've liked them, I don't know, since I guess it would have been the 80s, mid to late 80s, whenever the album came out. Yeah, so it's definitely a grail for me. I've wanted it for a long time, and finally I just bit the bullet. Speaking of, give me back my bullets. I bit the bullet and just bought it on Amazon from one of the independent sellers on Amazon, actually. So, yeah, let's get to it. This is totally a grail for me. I'm very excited. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. I'm noticing that there's 2 records in here. And this one I did not order. I won't complain. That's very interesting. Okay, so this I didn't order. Now I'll definitely give it a listen. I'm not necessarily into them, but I'm not necessarily not into them either, I guess. So this was definitely a surprise, and yeah, it's Daryl Hall and John Oates, H2O. I thought the box felt awfully heavy for one record. Let's see. Wow. It has some fine scratches on it, but it's a pretty clean copy. It has only very fine scratches on it. Wow, interesting. I guess this seller wants positive feedback. Very interesting. I was not expecting that. That is awesome. So this is not the Grail. This is definitely not the Grail. Let's put this over here. This is the Grail. Yes. The Dream Academy. Yes. And of course the back here is rather interesting. It's very minimalist. Yeah. Maybe you don't know, but their big hit, and for me it was a huge hit. I listened to it over and over and over and over, and that is Life in a Northern Town. That is a classic from the 80s. In fact, this is from 1985, so I was right, mid-80s. Oh, I gotta check the vinyl on this, because supposedly it's very good, so we shall see. Yeah, that's just very minor scratches, it looks like. Well, there's a more, not necessarily a major scratch, but okay, this side has a few more scratches on it. but I would describe it as very good. That's using the Amazon scale of the Amazon scale of condition. So yeah, very excited about this. I have wanted this in any format, really. I think I used to have it on CD, and at one point I copied all my CDs to my computer, and then I sold all my CDs. So I think that was in that particular batch, and all those songs that I recorded to the computer have since been lost because, well, because sometimes you get a virus. Alright, so that's interesting. Yeah. And in fact, there's a little note on here. It says, thank you for the order. I hope you enjoy... Oh, okay. I hope you enjoy to receive a free record. Of course. Yeah. Wow. And if you're looking for the seller on Amazon, it's Vintage Paper Store, all written as one word. And by the way, the record was the Dream Academy was $2.49, and then the shipping and handling was $3.99. So $6.48 for what for me is a grail. So plus a free record. That's awesome. Yeah, there we go. All right, so now this video is being much longer than I had intended. All right, so tonight I was itching to just get out of the house. I had bummed around all day, and I just needed to get out of the house. So I decided to hit up my Goodwills. I started at the one furthest away from me. And, oh, wait. No, that's incorrect. I started at the one close to me. And it was interesting because they had what looked like a whole collection of the DJ. There were a lot of 12-inch singles. And I ended up selecting a stack of them. The artists that I recognized, there were so many that I had never heard of them in my life, like, you know, house music and stuff like that. And but I picked out some that were artists I recognized, such as there were a couple Janet Jackson, there was Taylor Dane, Mary J. Blige, Dido, and so I had this little stack going, and I checked to see what the color of the week was, because these were priced at $1.99, and you know, usually I want to pay that for the full album, and none of the songs were ones that I like really knew and loved. Oh, another one was her name just escaped me again. Yeah, it escaped me. Anyway, the songs, I don't know. I couldn't see paying $2 for each one, and I was like, you know what? I'm probably gonna have better luck at the other Goodwill, so I'll head over there. So I did, and yeah, I was very, very pleased I went over there, because as you may or may not know, I collect Bill Cosby. I'm trying to collect him on cassette, but so far I haven't had much luck doing that. But so far I have a few of his albums on vinyl, so I was very pleased to add this one. I did allow for some some minor scratches and stuff, just because I wanted it so bad. So, oops. I thought it was a trifold there for a moment because the top was loose there, but yeah. So that didn't help matters any. But anyway, look at those expressions. That's one of the reasons I love Bill Cosby so much. His expressions. He has a very expressive face. And it was interesting because the girl at Goodwill, she made some very nice remarks about my choice in vinyl. We were discussing how Bill Cosby is one of the best comedians of all time. I think he's the best comedian of all time. But we were discussing how good he is and how he doesn't rely on, dirty language and how he seems to be a real family man, and yeah, so very excited to pick that up. All right, now this next one, I literally, and this is actually the last one, so yeah, I literally gasped when I saw this record. Literally. First of all, I had no idea such a thing existed. But as soon as I saw it, I knew what it was. And I was very, very excited about it. Country Moog. Switched on Nashville. There are some other records, like Switched on Bach and some other ones, where basically they do covers of, popular songs on the Moog synthesizer, which has a very distinctive sound. Yeah, I could not believe it. And for $1.99, wow. A lot of their other stuff was garbage, but these two records totally made it worth it. I did also pick up a little portable case for some cassettes, and then I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet, but I picked up a little MIDI controller. I do music. I don't know if you know, but I do a little electronic music. I'm not sure that I have a use for this because I don't really connect. I have a full, a 61 key keyboard, and I don't connect it to my computer. I don't really have good MIDI software on my computer. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this. But it was just $10. Yeah, I couldn't pass it up. I was gonna resell it on eBay, but it looks like that's about what they're going for on eBay. Oh yeah. But anyway, back to vinyl. And this video is much longer than it needs to be, really. But I was able to show you 4 records. We have the Country Moog. Very excited about that. Bill Cosby, love him. Daryl Hall and John Oates, H2O. Very nice surprise. And a grail for me, the Dream Academy, their song, Life in a Northern Town. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching, and again, we're listening to Lynyrd Skynyrd's 1976 album, Give Me Back My Bullets. So, yeah. I love music, and that's what I love about the vinyl community. It just makes me sad when someone says that they're not really into music or they don't like specific bands. Like they just you know, they'll turn on the radio and, you know, whatever it's playing is fine, and it's like, no, no, no. Music is the most important art form. And it breaks me heart. It breaks me heart. I turned Irish there. It breaks me heart when someone claims to not be into music. I just don't understand it. It breaks me heart. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching, and have a good night. I'll see you next time.